This is Chifley Skate Park in Sydney. This opened in 2015. It cost $700,000 to build, and it was built by Concrete Skate Parks, who have also built amazing parks like Cromer Skate Park in the northern beaches, Narara Skate Park up in the central coast, and Sydney Park and Sydenham Skate Parks here in Sydney. Now this skate park is basically split in between two halves. You've got the street section over here, and then you've got the big bowl behind me. Although I'm not that great at transition, this bowl is still super fun, and I've heard a lot of people talk about how well built this bowl is. So on the top of the deep end of the bowl here, there's a 3-stair and a roll-in, which follows across to the top of the street section over here, which is a bit of a 3-block that you can skate down into the ramp, or if you can get enough speed across the skate park, you can use this as a Euro gap, which is pretty high though. But these ramps can also be used as roll-ins to get speed for either the handrail or the stairs over there. So the stairs is a long 5-stair. There's a Euro gap on this side, and then the handrail here, but the handrail as well as the hubber, they end before the bottom of the ramp do. And also you can hit the top of the rail out of the bank, so there's an out rail there. Leading down from that is the bottom of the skate park, which I actually like this section the most. So there's a nice long ledge that goes across the top of that, or you can skate the bank to bank gap, or this nice little manual pad with a little ledge to practice on. This flat bar is really fun, and it's round, and I've learned a lot of tricks on this flat bar, so I really like that. And this curved ledge here is really fun. And then at the back there, there's a quarter pipe, which is actually more steep than what the bowl is over there. And this big quarter pipe is pretty steep too and scary. And then hidden over this side of the fun box section is a bit of a slappy curb with an angle on it. So this skate park is pretty fun. I've skated here a fair few times, but this street section is pretty tight and pretty small. So if there's more than 5 to 10 people here at a time, it just gets too packed here. It gets pretty dangerous because the obstacles are pretty close to each other. So you don't have a lot of room to kind of maneuver around each other. So it can be a bit dangerous if this place is busy. But what you see now is not how the skate park was supposed to look. When the Randwick Council posted the photos of what the plans of this skate park looked like, there was so many negative comments and everyone hated the design. There is literally 3 pages worth of people's comments saying how bad the skate park designs are. Please don't spend the $700,000 on those designs. It's a waste of money. Everyone hated the plans. I'm absolutely freezing this morning. I want to get a quick warm up around here, get some blood flowing in my body. Then I'm going to show you guys some of the photos of the original plans and read over some of the comments that people were saying, because it's actually pretty funny. But let's get a warm up in first. So these are the original plans for this skate park, and as you can see, this middle section looks completely different. This top view shows it a bit better, so the bowl is pretty much how it already is now, but this bank-to-bank A-frame with ridiculous hubbers here just makes no sense. Especially if you're hitting this handrail here on the right, you're going to land and run straight into that ledge. So the council dropped a bit of information of how much it costs and where it's going to be and everything, and then the plans. Here are all the comments asking why they designed it that way and telling them not to do it. But there's even people as big as Shane Azar that are commenting on this here. So it's pretty much trying to say this in the most polite way. He's saying he doesn't wish to be negative here, but as a whole, the park is dated and not nearly up to the standards of the skate parks on a global level. And this is a potential waste of the government and council's money to build this place. He goes into saying it's not the council's fault, it's the designer's fault. And then the council replies saying, thank you, blah, blah, blah. There's site limitations on the budget. They didn't have as much money to spend, so they went with the cheapest designer they could. And the council has dropped a link to Redbox Design Group. They designed playgrounds and architectural areas. So they must have been pretty cheap for the council to hire these guys to plan the skate park, because they had no idea what they were doing. And the council even listed that there's some budget limitations, so that is why the plans were so horrible at first. I won't go on too much more about the comments, but they pretty much say the same thing. I was actually wrong. There's 5 pages full of these comments. But that's what the original plans of the skate park were, so they've come up with much better ones for this current skate park and how it looks now. So the skateboarding community got together, voiced their opinions about better plans and what they should put in this skate park instead of what the original plans were, and thank God the council listened to them and worked together to make a better skate park. So it's a big win for the skate community in Sydney. This skate park is really fun, and it's way better than the original skate park would have been if the council didn't listen to the skaters. Now let's get a few tricks on each obstacle so you guys can see the scale of everything and how the skate park flows, and then I'll get into what I like and what I don't like about this park.
just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace that I can find, instead of always being on the ground. I need a new purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. The times are getting crazy. Everything seems hazy. Is there some place for safety I can go? Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away. You're never too far. Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. It gets so loud that I can barely hear. Your words speak much louder than all my fears. Sometimes I just wanna disappear. Running until I can feel you near. I need a new purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy, is there some place for safety I can go? Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away. You're never too far. Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away.
So the only real negatives I found are that the handrail and the hubbers end too early, so it makes them too short. So I didn't like the way the hubber was so short and the handrail was so short. Other than that, it would just have to be the size of the skate park. Everything is so packed in together and crammed. So like I said, if there's more than 5 to 10 people, it's just so busy. So you're definitely gonna have to choose the time that you go there. Because if you go on a busy weekend, it's just gonna be a no-go. Positives though, this park has absolutely everything. So there's something here for everyone. From rails to ledges, manual pads, slappies, stairs, the Euro gaps, the big bowl at the top as well. There's everything there. There's a lot of parking at the skate park, but the top section, for some reason, I've never seen this before, but the top's blocked off and there's these weird wooden ramps at the top there that have been bolted into the ground. I don't know if that's for like bicycle training or like mountain bikes or something, but this skate park is at a massive sporting complex with a big baseball field here, so all of the parking is right there for you. And the toilets are just up from the main car park there too. So there's toilets, bubblers, rubbish bins, and lots of parking. The water bubbler's at the top of the skate park, and there's a bit of shade here too. There's lights in the parking and at the sporting complex, but there's no actual lights on the skate park, so you guys can only skate here during the day. So overall, it's a really fun park. I like it. It's very fun. There's something there for everyone. Just keep in mind what time you go there, because if it's too busy, you won't be able to skate because it's all crammed in like that. And it's much better than what it would have looked like if the council just dropped the plans and went along with them. It's actually really good that they listened to the skate community and they changed the plans to accommodate for what people were saying. And it came out to be a pretty fun park. So if you like this video, check out my last skate park review video here at Kernell Skate Park. That's up towards the Cronulla beaches. Let me know what park you want me to do next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.